Hello, humans and freaks. What is the definition of natural? Define natural. And the context I'm talking about is in the bodybuilding and health and fitness world. All right. So when people in the bodybuilding and health and fitness world say they are natural or claim they are natural, they're telling you, or they're trying to tell you and convince you, because most of them are liars. They're trying to convince you and tell you that they have never taken or are not taking any performance enhancing drugs. Okay? So when someone in the bodybuilding world and health and fitness world says they are natural, be very, very skeptical, guys. Very, very skeptical. So what does natural mean? Anyway, see, we live in this crazy, backwards, retarded world that defines words differently than what words actually mean. So people are changing the definition of words. So people will look you dead in the eye, and I've had this happen to me, and you know what? I don't really care. I find it amusing, and I don't really call them out on it. I'm just like, oh, cool, yeah, all right. People will look you dead in the eye and try to convince you that they are natural when they know they're not natural. I know they're not natural. Look. And you can say, Brandon, how do you know what they're taking? Well, I've followed this sport and world since 1997, guys. I've seen a lot in person and magazines, video, audio, articles, everything. I've followed this world religiously. I have followed this world since 1997. See, you guys think just because I personally took off 14 years of bodybuilding competitions, you think I didn't follow it for those 14 years? No, I followed it just as hardcore as I did all the years that I did compete as a teenager, which was only 4 years anyway. But the point is, guys, let's start with women, okay? Because women are the most probably obvious to tell if they're natural or not. All right. So, well, first of all, let's define natural. Natural means, I don't have a dictionary in front of me, but it's from nature. Okay? If it's not found in nature, guess what? It's not natural. So creatine, it's found in nature. It's found in animal protein sources. Okay? Protein powder, it's from milk, you guys. Okay? So, vitamins and minerals from plants and fruits and vegetables, you know what I'm saying? Natural. If you've taken SARMs, if you've taken peptides, if you've taken steroids, obviously, pro-hormones. Here's one, Clenbuterol. Clenbuterol is a fat-burning compound. But some people think they're natural because they've only taken Clen. No, that's a drug. You're not natural, guys. So this is what's annoying about 2022 America is people keep changing definitions of things so they can look you dead in the eye and be like, yeah, I'm natural. Okay. Let's go back to women. Women are very obvious to tell if they're natural or not. Because dead giveaway number one is the voice. That's probably the most obvious, is the voice. You meet these women and their voices are real raspy and deep, and it's like, what? What? No one, first of all, nobody cares if you're natural or not. This is so stupid anyway. The NPC, which is the largest amateur bodybuilding and fitness company, federation in the world, they don't care if you're natural or not. They don't care. The IFBB, which is the pro division, the largest pro bodybuilding and fitness, federation in the world, they don't care. So why in the heck do you people still try to convince the general population that you're natural when you're not? It doesn't make any sense because you're not doing anything wrong. There are no really rules in the NPC IFBB when it comes to performance enhancing drugs. So who cares if you're natural or not? But you will have, and we all know who she is, former Miss Olympia physique winner is trying to claim she's lifetime natural. And she won the Physique Olympia. No, you're not. No, you're not. You already have a face that has been masculinized. Your face has already changed and morphed into a manlier looking face. I'm not saying you look like a man, but you can tell the jaw, the whole face, the cheekbones, everything. Even bikini chicks, just go and look at the before pictures of bikini chicks. When they first started competing, to 5 years, 10 years later, even their faces have morphed and changed. And that's the bikini division. So you're telling me figure, fitness, physique, and bodybuilding? There's natural women okay. Guys, it's just so ridiculous, guys. So, I've seen these women in person. Their jaw has freaking morphed, dude. I'm looking at their face, and it is definitely manly for a woman's face. I'm not saying they look like a man. I'm saying I can tell it is morphed. From what? From steroids, man. Goodness gracious. And who cares? If that's what you want to do, then that's on you. But I would bet my life that 99% of female athletes never started lifting weights and competing in bodybuilding and fitness and bikini and physique and all the divisions. 99% or more of women that started out, they never started out saying, I'm going to start this fitness and competitive fitness bodybuilding journey. And one of my main goals is I'm going to try to look like a man. No woman does that. You don't. But inevitably, a lot of these women wind up looking very masculine, very manly. And it's not the muscles, guys. Feminine muscle is absolutely beautiful, I believe. I believe feminine, but keyword, feminine muscle. When all your hair is basically gone and you have to wear wigs and you have to get implants because your boobs are gone and it just... Women, it winds up looking like a man wearing a wig with breast implants on stage. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying what everybody else sees. Women's bodybuilding used to be so beautiful and feminine. And you could use the word sexy for these women. But this is a long time ago. This is 80s, early 90s maybe. There was a few in the early 90s, but 70s, 80s, let's be real. Corey Everson was the last female bodybuilder. She was the last one that did it right. The very last one that did it right. Corey Everson, look her up. She was a female bodybuilder that still looked 100% feminine. Beautiful, pretty, sexy. All those words you could use to describe Corey Everson. All of them. And any regular Joe Schmo man could look at her and say, wow, that is amazing. Not only does she have muscles, she still looks beautiful and feminine and pretty. You see what I'm saying? You can't say that now with a lot of these female athletes. You just can't. And I'm not taking away from their accomplishments. It's still very impressive what they're doing. But my point is, these females did not start out saying, I want to look like a man, sound like a man. No, you didn't. So, you know, who's to blame? That's a whole nother video. Is it the coaches? Is it the judges? Is it the females? I mean, at the end of the day, you have to decide what you put in your body. If you're a female, do not, unless you want to turn into a man, do not take androgenic steroids. Do not ever, ever, ever take androgenic steroids, or you will turn into a man. So, I mean, you're taking male hormones. What do you think it's going to do? And I hear horror stories after horror stories of these coaches prescribing crazy dosages of not only testosterone, like, you're giving females cycles of testosterone, bro? Like, what do you think is going to happen? I'm laughing not because it's funny, because it's so ridiculous. And I mean, I could go on for hours, but I'm gonna wrap this up here in like 1 or 2 minutes, guys. Okay, back to the point. You're not natural, okay? You can try and say you are, but you're redefining what the term natural is, what the definition of natural is, okay? I'm not natural. I'll say it right now. The day I started HRT, which was about 2 years ago, and I've had to come off and on for various reasons because I was having some weird, like, side effects because a couple times, this hasn't happened all the times, but a couple times my estrogen got too high and I was breaking out in hives and freaking itchy skin, burning sensation under my skin, and hot flashes, and it was because my estrogen was getting too high, and so I had to take an aromatase inhibitor and blah, blah, blah. I'm still, even to this day, like, trying to figure out my perfect kind of HRT dose. But no, I'm not natural because I'm on HRT, but my levels are natural. When you get my blood work, yeah, my levels are natural. My testosterone has never been higher than like an 11, I think 30 something. Usually it's 900 to 1100, somewhere in there. My total test. That's in the normal range. It's the high normal range on the blood panel. So, but I'll say right now, I'm not natural, dude, because I'm on HRT. But my levels are natural. Have I ever done a steroid cycle? No, never. And I might never do one. I may do one, but I might never do one too. I don't know. I'll cross that bridge when I get there. But I started taking a pro hormone. I'm not natural because I'm taking a pro hormone, guys. So I'll say it. I'm not natural. Like, what's the big deal? But anyway, I get these females. Their face has already been masculinized. Their voice is deep and raspy, and then, like, just look at them. They're looking more manly. It's like, what's going? But they'll say, yeah, I'm natural. I'm just like, okay, cool. I know they're not, but I know they're telling me they're natural because they're redefining what the term natural means. It's like saying, let's say I killed a bunch of people, hacked them up with a knife, and blood's dripping from the knife. They'd be like, Brandon, you murdered somebody. I'd be like, no, I'm not a murderer. Because murder is now no longer killing somebody, it's combing their hair. I didn't comb their hair, so I'm not a murderer. They're dead, but I'm not a murderer because murder is now combing my hair. All right, guys, take care. This world is freaking crazy.